Hello friends, in the pharyngeal abscess we have already discussed peritonsillar abscess, which means quinsy, retropharyngeal abscess, and in this presentation we are going to study the third variety, that is parapharyngeal abscess. Parapharyngeal abscess is a suppuration in parapharyngeal space which contains major blood vessels and nerves of the neck. You can see here it is a parapharyngeal space, and nearby that you can see that here the presence of major blood vessels like carotid artery and internal jugular vein. Now let's take a look at etiological factors. Parapharyngeal abscess can occur at any age, but commonly it is seen in young adults. The source of infection may be tonsils, or it may come from quinsy or from a last lower molar tooth. So the infection will spread from either tonsil, from the quinsy, or from last lower molar tooth. So once the abscess develops, it will present in the form of clinical features like pain in the throat and neck, which is very severe. So that is one of the main feature. Another feature will be trismus. So patient will have a difficulty in opening up the mouth, or there will be a stiffness in the jaw. As there is a presence of abscess, along with that there will be a presence of high fever and symptoms of toxicity. On examination, the neck in the parapharyngeal region will be swollen and inflamed. The pharyngeal wall and tonsil will be pushed medially by the abscess. Now coming to the complications of parapharyngeal abscess. The first complication is it may spread along the carotid sheath. So here you can see the carotid sheath is lying nearby the parapharyngeal space. So it may spread along the carotid sheath upwards and towards the cranial cavity. So it can produce meningitis. Now if goes downwards towards the mediastinum, then it will produce a mediastinitis. So one complication is spread along the carotid sheath. If it spread upwards, then it will produce meningitis. If it spread downwards, then it can produce mediastinitis. The second complication is a thrombophlebitis of a internal jugular vein. So internal jugular vein, it will result into the pyemia and toxemia as well as septicemia. The third complication is hemorrhage due to sloughing of carotid artery. So there will be a hemorrhage resulting from the sloughing of the carotid artery. And the fourth complication is occurrence of laryngeal edema. The parapharyngeal abscess differentiated with the quinsy means peritonsillar abscess. Another differential diagnosis is retropharyngeal abscess. It should be differentiated with the tumors and aneurysm. The treatment of parapharyngeal abscess, as it arises from the infection, the antibiotics should be given. The main feature is presence of a severe pain in the throat. So to relieve that, analgesic and anti-inflammatory drugs are advised. And the main surgical treatment is incision and drainage when the abscess localizes and starts fluctuating. So it is the indication for incision and drainage. Localization and when the abscess starts fluctuating, that is the indication of drainage. It may be incised by pharyngeal or external route depending on the point of maximum swelling. For pharyngeal evacuation, a good suction is essential to prevent inhalation of the blood and pus into the tracheobronchial tree. Sometimes the tracheostomy is required. So that is the treatment of parapharyngeal abscess. We complete this topic here. In the next presentation, we will discuss some another topic.